Hey, welcome to another Storting video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about crafters a little bit. Other than crafters being, used to craft stuff, they also have a lot of really cool uses that not a lot of people think about. Such as the ability to just delete items, but not others. It's hard to explain why this is useful, but I have an example of a drone farm that I'm going to be showing you today. So drones can drop fishing rods and tridents, but who really needs hundreds and hundreds of fishing rods? If you need that many, seek help. But tridents, on the other hand, yeah, you could have 3.7 million of them and I really wouldn't care. They are very useful in bedrock tech because we use them for looting, without the player actually having to kill the mobs. So we just put a trident on a trapdoor, sometimes we put them in a piston circle. It's complicated, but basically tridents would kill the mobs, and we get looting if we hold a looting sword. Long explanation out the way, let me show you why this is useful. So, this is the sorter, and you'll see we are sorting fishing rods in this example, and this works off the repair mechanic. So if you didn't know, you can craft two of the same item into that item again, but repaired. But for some reason, you can also do this with completely repaired items, which is what makes this possible. Now this can work with any item that can be repaired, such as tools and armor. And it's worth mentioning that it's a good time for me to mention because of what's just happened. I'm on the crafting CMP for this, which I'll have a little bit more info on in the end of the video. But yes, any tool, any armor can be sorted, but sorted in this case means deleted, or as we refer to it as voided. So, if I throw this fishing rod in, you'll see it gets crafted and put back into the crafter, and nothing is out the output. Now, it's worth mentioning that this current one doesn't have the thing to put the fishing rod back into the second slot. You need to hold the item in this hopper for a bit until the next item comes through. I didn't add that in this example, but it's fine. It shows the idea anyway. So nothing in the barrel, and then if we throw a trident in, you'll see we get the trident in the output. Now this is obviously because a fishing rod and a trident doesn't equal anything, so it won't sort, and it will get taken up by the hopper here. But the reason it's important to have this fishing rod in the second slot is because, as you can imagine, if I was to now throw this trident in, we get the fishing rod out instead, and now it's looking for tridents to void. So it's really, really important that the fishing rod, stays in that second slot, and all it really is a little circuit here that when an item comes in, it just puts it back in just in time. But yes, so here I have a drowned farm sorter, which basically just deletes all of the items except for tridents. Now, people have pointed out that you might want copper from this, but drowned farms just aren't the way to go for copper. Like, you can get so much more with a Fortune 3 pickaxe than just mining. But obviously you have your empty box input here for the box loader. And if I just throw this trident in, it will get sorted, and because the box isn't actually there, it'll just be put into this hopper. And obviously it's not sorting anything, because I just built this as a proof of concept, and again, it still needs the little circuit here to put it back in the second slot, so that will need a slight redesign. But this was mainly to show a hidden use for the crafter, that we can sort items with it. But yeah, I'll see you next time. But I do have a quick note at the end of this video. As I just mentioned, this video is being recorded on the crafting CMP. Now, it's important that I note that I am not running this. This is not set up by me, it's set up by DJ. And honestly, I don't know what to say. A lot has happened this week. HiveTech is upgraded to actual servers. This crafting CMP has been set up, and this is all being done from the kindness of other people. It's hard for me to explain how I feel about this whole situation, but all I'm going to say is I'm very, very grateful, and none of these people had to do this, and they are just out of the goodness of their own heart. This server is designed to be for really sensitive builds for timings and stuff. Sort of like these crafters here, they're quite sensitive to timings. But there is a realm that I'll go over again in a bit, that is made for console players and all of that to come and easily be able to share builds, and obviously we can share our builds easily. Crafting is a very new thing, so servers like this are a great way to build the community and obviously expand our tech. As I just mentioned, this is the realm, which is designed obviously for console players or just an alternative to a server if you want to just quickly be able to build something and share it. Now, we have our own plots on these worlds, which this one's mine with the chunks laid out, and you saw in the server that I had a black floor. I like having floors, it's just a funny thing with me. But what's good about these servers is obviously you can meet people that you normally wouldn't be able to. So, for an example, this is what the spawn region looks like. And what you'll notice is this isn't just crafter tech, it's mainly crafter tech, but there's other stuff here too, which is really good. Obviously it's good to just build a community together, but you'll see there's, I broke a block. No, nobody tell anyone about that. But as you can see, crafters are just, in general, very useful for counters, in other builds, and obviously this is a universal crafter, again, made by DJ, quite cool. We have some array concepts here. Obviously just loads of really cool crafter tech ideas. But what I meant by you don't get to see people you would normally is because a community like this sort of attracts everybody from around the TMC space. So, you know, you'll see people like me and Citrus, if you've ever known them, they're quite good. But you'll also see people like Gore, which are very underrated people, mainly because they're part of the Spanish community, and a lot of TMC is foreign, like it's not English speakers, which is actually kind of sad in a way, because obviously then it doesn't get recommended to people, and there's a lot of really, really cool tech that just isn't shown to the average player, because it's not obviously available from everyone. Because a lot of TMC is currently just on Discord in archives and stuff. So it's good for a community like this to exist, where we can just share actually good quality builds with anyone. The servers are whitelisted, so you will have to be invited. The realm is a lot easier than the server, because obviously the realm is just for anybody, and the server is a little bit more, we pick and choose who. You can ask to be invited to any of them. There's no like applying process or anything like that. It's just, do you want to be part of this community? And if you want to, then you can. But yes, I will have all of the info you need in the description, and I will see you for the next video. Bye bye.